All right, I did this video till the sun came down, literally. So, I'm in paralysis mode, and I'm told that there's nothing they could really do. I feel like they could have done more. If you feel like they could have did more, let me know. But um, the ride is a. I'm a little comfortable talking about it now. But the ride on the to the ambulance was a lot worse because I'm taken to I believe it's called Northside Hospital. I really forget the name of it, but I'm taken there, and based off of what, based off of just evaluating everything, I can come to the conclusion that the um the ambulance paramedic possibly was I don't like using the word racist, but he held some dislikes for people of my kind. And in spite of everything I just said, that's fine. That's his prerogative. But I just don't think that for a few things, I don't think if you hold those kind of views, you can hold those kind of views, but you should treat everyone equally when it comes to doing your job. And if you can't do that, you should not be in power. You should not have authority over, you should not have that kind of power over someone's life if you can determine if they live or die based off of how you do your job. It's like the nursing home. Once again, I'm going back to the nursing home. I feel like a lot of those nurses there possibly had maybe some kind of hatred or dislike, maybe for white people, white women, whatever. And they took their frustration out on those residents there, talking to them the way they did, grabbing them up, snatching them, pushing them around, just some of the stuff I saw there. And some were African, some were Hispanic, some were Black American. And I don't feel like in their case too, they should have power over someone else's life like they do if they hold that kind of opinion on white people. Now they can have those views, but they should do their job in a way where they're respecting the residents there, and they're not doing that. But I just come to the conclusion, and it's not I'm not throwing in the towel, but a lot of this stuff is set up by design, because this is not the first story I've heard about something like this. I've heard so many other cases in Georgia, Florida, Pennsylvania, New York. It goes on everywhere. Nevada. It's pretty obvious that they are blatantly hiring the worst out of everyone to do these kind of jobs. But as I get inside the ambulance, it's cold outside. I'm wondering if my light on my car is on, because he had to go inside the car to see what pills I took. And I'm just worried about if I'm going to die, if I'm not going to make it. And like I said, the guy was very unhelpful. He literally had me try to sign forms as I'm having a heart attack. My heart rate was going up. I don't know about y'all, but you don't have anyone do anything but relax as they're in the ambulance trying to get to the hospital. He threatened to say, like, if you don't like, I felt like I was dying, literally. And he was telling me, like, if I don't do this, I'm gonna stop this ambulance. So he would have literally let me die. And it's a little too dark right now, but I'm gonna, based off of my words, just hear me out when I say this. He told me to my face that I will stop this car if you do that again. And I'm literally, I was honestly about to put hands on him, because it was the way he was just so neglectful as a paramedic. I was really, like, I felt like my life was I was losing my life minute by minute. I was about to punch him, honestly. I was trying to grab him, and I was trying to punch him, but I didn't have enough power to do so. But I felt like that was the first time I really came to my senses on just race, where I get I have the understanding 100% that no one in this world cares about anybody. But to that extent of letting someone die, I really just had to think about that every day for a while. Like I almost died and he would have let me die. And if I died, it would have appeared as though I was trying to commit suicide when, in all honesty, I just was a overwhelmed worker that couldn't afford to miss work and was just looking for another alternative instead of taking off from work. And it sounds pretty ignorant for me to do that, like take pills, but that's just what I had to do just to conceal my cold. But as I'm getting off the stretcher, because this kind of goes into my near-death experience now. When I'm getting off the stretcher, because like if I didn't fight the way I did, it was certain movements I did when I was on that stretcher, when my heart was beating, certain movements, certain things I did to like not stress out a lot, where my heart didn't beat so fast that it sort of saved my life. But I felt like at a certain point, I kind of just stopped fighting when I felt like I couldn't really fight no more. When I felt like I was sort of dying, I sort of just stopped fighting. And that's when I really, and I wish I could, I may do a video explaining this a little better. But I'm going to say this, and I'm just going to just base off my words. This is when I really felt like I died. And it's no medical proof behind this, but I know I died for a fact when I'm getting off the truck and I stopped fighting for like 10 seconds because I felt like I was dying, right? And I didn't feel nothing. I didn't feel anything at all. I didn't see myself. Like people that have near-death experiences, they say how they see themselves floating in the sky. I didn't see myself, but I felt like I was in another world when I didn't feel nothing in my body. I didn't feel like the paralysis went away, right? The heart beating went away because when I stopped fighting, it went away. But I didn't feel anything, nothing at all. I didn't feel nothing. And when I stopped fighting, I don't want to say I felt like, I didn't feel like happy, but I just sort of I was sort of talking to myself. I just said, okay, that's it. I'm dead, right? I'm dead. And I just kept saying it again and again, like, guys, thanks for killing me. This is how I was talking. I was like, thanks for killing me. And I was talking and I didn't feel nothing at all. I felt like I was about to enter like like the afterlife pretty much. But it won't really make sense, but I'm just going to explain it again because I'm trying to go back to the moment. I'm getting off the ambulance. They're pushing me inside. The minute I go in that door and I stop fighting, I stop like trying to lower my heart rate by not stressing out. I do these certain movements where I can calm down my paralysis. When I stop really fighting it and I just let it just do its thing, I felt nothing after that. I knew I was going. So this is when I literally have like the experience, not in hell. I didn't see the devil, but I knew I was in this dark room. And I remember there was a lady with glasses. There was a white woman in there with glasses. And there was two other people that were just sitting down, like just on the floor. And I go up to them. I first asked the lady, I asked the white lady with the glasses, I just say, oh man. I just say, because I'm coming to the terms that, okay, I'm not alive no more. And I'm just saying, what's next? Like it's like it's a little light in there, but it's not like a lot of light, if that makes any sense. So I asked the lady with the glasses, the white lady, I just say, like, is this hell? Because I'm coming to terms that I'm not on this earth anymore. And she says in a real like not in a smart way, but she says in a real unconcerned way, like, yeah, it is. And then I just asked her again. I asked her like more than 10 times because I'm just like, how did I end up here? So I just say like, is this hell? She's like, yes, it is. And then I just start freaking out because I'm like, what are they going to do with us? Because I don't know why she's there. I never asked her name. I never asked anything other than just, what am I doing here for? Because I'm just nervous. I'm like, I'm going to be here forever. So I start just like panicking. I'm just saying, like, what did I do to get here? What did I do to get here? I didn't do nothing wrong. I'm a good person.